Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. This is Mr. Realistic. This is my first video, and it will be an intro, a little bit about myself. I want to try and keep my videos short and to the point, much like my Twitter page. I don't like any BS. I don't like to pump. I don't like to bash. All right. I tell you how it is from my point of view. Before we start any video, I am not a financial advisor, so please do your own due diligence, known as DD, and make sure that you research everything before you choose to invest. Okay, if you're new to investing, highly suggest using a paper money platform and testing it out. This is a fake way to use not real money to invest, and you can do the same thing. So this is a great way to learn your techniques and everything of that without losing actual dollars. Sure, you could be making bank in that real money, but you can also lose it all too. It is a very, very tricky game in the OTC. So without further ado, a little bit about myself and my background. Nothing special about me, okay? So I actually got into trading last August 2020 during the pandemic. All right, saw a great stock pop up. Father-in-law mentioned it as RLFTF. That's Relief Therapeutics, and that started the game for me. All right, so I got in there, the craze. He's talking about it. He's like, man, I got in at 4 cents. Look at this thing. It's jumping up. It got to 13 cents. It's going, it got to 30 cents. I'm like, get out of town. This is a penny stock. Come on. Penny stock, really? And then it fluctuated back down into the teens. I was like, I knew it was not nothing. And then this sucker jumped to 40. Then I tried to get in, got to 60 cents. And I'm just sitting here on the sidelines like, what am I doing? The only reason I didn't invest is because I was with Vanguard Financial at the time, and with Vanguard, you can only invest in a penny or above, and it has to be a pink current stock too. So Vanguard's a great site. I love using them, but it has its disadvantages, much like every other broker as well. So um, back to RLFTF, I held that sucker for months going in. I would be, it's a dual brokerage or it's a dual exchange because it works also on the Swiss market as well as the OTC. I do not suggest that, by the way. The Swiss are very conservative and kept our SP down the whole time. Um, so that made it a little difficult. Not all stocks are like that, but that one in particular was pretty difficult. They have a great product and everything, but sometimes those products just don't work out. Right now, they're getting held back. They should have had FDA approve an EUA, and they haven't yet. So, these are things, this is why I say don't get emotionally invested into a stock. I got emotionally invested in RLF, and it bit me in the cheeks. All right. I still think it's great stock. I still think it should go through, but we're talking about the FDA. It's literally all hinges on an EUA with them. So as I was holding that stock going through, I had fluctuations. I went up and down thousands, ten thousands of dollars. All right. I held through. A great news release was coming up, spike in the stock. I went up to like $200,000. Money I have never seen before because I'm just a simple person working a simple job and seeing that money. Oh my gosh. I showing my wife, I was just like, what am I doing? This is amazing. I could do this forever. Like, this could be my new job. So I was like, all right, sweet. There's going to be, they're going to really talk about the data next day. And then, so I held overnight as it popped up 200K. And then keep in mind with the Swiss exchange, they get the advantage of having the market open before ours at 9:30. There's no pre-market in the OTC, which means you have to wait until 9:30 until you can do anything. Well, he said some stuff with the company, Dr. Javits, that the Swiss did not like, and a lot of OTC traders did not like as well. And before the stock exchange even opened, we were down 40%. Yes, yes, I held through that too, and it dropped more than 50, 60%. So I lost all those gains right there. If I could say anything, take profits, scale out. Huge. Doesn't matter. Don't get greedy. All right. That's our thing here. All right. We are not going to get emotionally involved in a stock. I was emotionally involved. I got a little greedy. I was new to the game and I wanted that. Okay. I was like, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire. Sure, I could be. But if I just took out what I put in, I'd be riding free shares. That wouldn't have bothered me as much. Okay. So just make sure, and when you're thinking about stuff, what your exit plan's going to be. All right. And as I say that, it's not an easy decision. Okay, so we're going to come up with, or I'm going to come up with my strategy of an exit solution. May or may not work for you, but remember, not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence. Okay, so that was one of my mistakes in the OTC. There's many mistakes that we make. Okay, and you will make in here. All right, and I'm a firm believer in making mistakes. This is how you are going to succeed. I've always believed this even before I got into stocks, right? You got a lot of helicopter parents that don't want anything to do with their parents or with their kids failing. Well, guess what? What are they going to do when they fail? Okay. They're going to shut down. They don't know what to do. They're going to quit. All right. That's what a lot of people do here. They quit because they cannot handle the pressure. Okay. Because they don't know how to go through that adversity and go through and battle through it. And that's what I believe separates myself from the others. Okay. Instead of saying, well, that's it. There goes everything. I'm done. I'll never get this back. I'm going to figure out what I did wrong and how I can make it better. Okay. So learning from those mistakes are huge. If you continue to make the same mistake over and over again, you're not learning. Okay. Take a step back, think about it. All right. Think about what you did. Write out your rules. Okay. Let them know. Follow those rules before you make a purchase. Okay. Follow those rules to a T. Do not get greedy. All right. It's going to happen. You're going to see massive gains and you're going to say, it can go more. Don't think that way. Okay. Scale out. There's always another runner in the OTC. Okay. Secondly, about that emotional status of a stock. Okay. I don't care what stock it is. Do not get attached to it. This is very important because I see a lot of people and they say, oh, I'm going to ride this thing to $1. I'm not scaling out, not doing anything to here. They can go to zero. Yes, they can go back to triples. Seen it happen before. So book profits. Don't get invested emotionally in a stock. This is the OTC. Not a lot of stocks actually go to the Nasdaq. Everybody's goal in the OTC is to get to a bigger exchange. Is it going to happen? There is a large probability of that not happening. Okay, it is a bunch of talk. All right. Now, with the OTC rule changes and everything of that nature, um, we're still yet to see what's going to come out of this. It's brand spanking new. I mean, we're only in what, 10 days into the change, trading day wise coming up, maybe a little longer. I don't feel like doing math right now. So make sure that you are booking your profits and make sure that you are following your rules. Okay. Research your rules. I'll list some mine in another videos. I have a pinned tweet right here that I want to make sure that you all are looking at. Okay. So these are my rules right here. All right. And these are pretty simple and basic. Okay. So we'll go over these in another video. This is why it's very important. I posted about making sure that you understand candlesticks. Okay, so candlestick charts are the most widely used in charting, and they're the most accurate. And after watching that video, you'll completely understand because as you watch that candlestick fluctuate, you understand what the chart trader is looking at, what the price is, and everything. All right. And we're also looking, and as you follow me, you really know that I love my indicators. Okay. These indicators are your moving averages over these time frames. Okay. So you have your 8 day, your 21 day, your 50 day, and your 200 day moving average. Now, I find that these averages are what a majority of OTC traders use in when they're trading charts, okay, what they're looking for. And that's why it works. So you need to make sure that you understand what they are. I'll go over them in, bit by bit. I shouldn't be the only one that you're looking at, though. You should go out and actually do your due diligence, look at YouTube videos. I'll put links in my chats. I've made a recommendation, and I'll also put it into my YouTube of a great guy who is, I believe, actually a financial advisor. He has his own um, investment firm, and he makes videos on Udemy um, that you can buy. I think I paid like 17 or 20 bucks for an 8 hour video, of course, in depth PDFs, Excel sheets, everything. I mean, it was a steal. Um, it's usually more, but if you sign up for when you sign up for a new account, you get a discount. I get no money from them or anything like that. That is how I learned charting. Literally how I learned charting. From my mistakes, I decided to find out what this was about and found out that charting is everything to me in this. All right. Obviously, catalysts can supersede the charts, but this helps you find the best entry point into a stock. And that's huge. So instead of getting held with bags, all right, or not understanding why a stock drops suddenly is worth $20. I mean, think about that. Okay. Your time is going to be used so well learning about these things that you when you understand something, you don't become stressed and you don't have anxiety about um, little things. I know a lot of you like stock twits. I hate it. I think it's stupid. I think Yahoo Finance is the dumbest thing in the world. Yes, I said all those things. Those people don't know anything that they're talking about. All right. And the people that go on there and bash are paid to do it. Paid to do it. Why waste your time on this? Sure, it's fun going with the bashers and everything. I'd rather spend my time learning about the stock or learning about the chart. I don't have time to waste and go with bashers who are literally there to get paid with it. If you find that fun, I suggest doing that on a time that you extra time that you have. Me, I'm a father, I'm a husband. I don't have time for that. I'm here to make money and I don't want to engage and actually fuel the need for bashers. So if you're giving into bashers, the only thing that you're doing is adding fuel to the fire. All right, that's just a waste of time. So highly suggest not using those sites. Discords are the way to go because us retail investors control those discords. I learned a lot. So this 8, 21, 50, 200 MA indicators, Tiger Discord, fantastic. I'll put a link in there. Tigris, Tiger, all of them. They've helped me out so much. I haven't even, you ask for something, they give it back to you really, really well. They care about helping people, and that's what you need to look for. Not, oh, my top charts or my top plays this week and they list 20 or 30 different stocks or 10, oh, sure, I could hit any of those, right around there. But why? Why should I invest in that? And they do that. Tigress is killing it in the DD world right now. Okay. Her DD is above and beyond. If you don't know her, you should check her out. Okay. She quit working full time, I believe. I don't know if she's working full time or not, but she was quit working. She's a stay home mom and she does this with DD. I believe she started with like 2,000 or 2,500 in the bank in this, and I can guarantee you she has a lot now because of the hard work that she puts into here. All right, so definitely give her a follow. Tiger Discord a follow. She's my number one DD follow for sure. So looking at number two right here, look for the 8 MA over 21 MA for entry. Okay, so these are our short-term indicators. So let me see if I can pop these up right here. So what I'm talking about here is if you look, we have FERN, okay, so Fern Hill Corp right here, and we have this chart of FERN. Here's the stock, here's the dates, okay. Here is the 1 day. So this is what I call the daily. Everybody calls it the daily. That means one of these candlesticks equates to 1 day of this stock. Okay, so each one is a day. All right, let me see if I can. All right, so all these are dailies right here. What I would do, and I'm gonna update this because I should have an hourly on here as well. So short-term indicators are the green line and the blue line on here. 8 day is the green line for me. You can make it whatever you want. I'll show you how to do it in another video. Blue right here indicates a 21 MA, so your 21 days. So what you are doing is you're looking for that cross, okay? And that's a bullish cross. Remember, bull strikes up, bear strike down, so bearish down. So if you can see right here, the 8 MA is below the 21 MA. And as it crosses on the daily, okay, this is long, daily's more of a long term, but this is a short term entry if you're looking for holding, up this path right here, okay? I'm gonna pull up an hourly so I can show you that as well, or I'll just get it in another video. So this video is running a little longer than I wanted to. But as you can see, it crosses right here. Look at that consolidation. It's going sideways. That's perfect entry point right there. You hold right here. This is only what, 3 or 4 days right here. And look as it grows, stays above there and it goes all the way up and it follows. All right. Let me pull back for a second. Let's look here. We'll get to that in a second. Curl down on the top indicator, secure profits. Huge. So I didn't even discover this right away. And then I cross-referenced all these stocks that were just plummeting. RSI, all right, relative strength index is right here that you put on. This is another indicator. This indicator lets you know if a stock is overbought, which is above the 70 mark right here. So this line right here, any white above it is overbought, and below this line is oversold. I only look at the daily for this now. I used to look at the 5 minute, the 10, 15 minute. It's worthless. Hourly, I don't like it. Okay. Daily RSI lets you know how hot or how cold the stock is going. If I say it's hot, it means it's running overbought. Okay. It's going to fall at some point. Look how the gradual growth is. All right. And you see this? If you see this dipping down like this, it could reverse, but this is a very high number. 70 is considered overbought. We're looking closer to 85, 90, and that's why this thing ended up selling. And this actually sold on the news too. So if you wonder why stocks sell on the news, typically the RSI is too hot. Look at the steady growth, and as it was growing, the RSI went up. So as this 8 MA goes up, you can see this curl down. Okay, it's curling down. It's going to be a hard reversal to change that. Can it happen? Sure, it can. But if you're a short-term investor and you want to secure those profits and you don't want to have to worry about this, all right, you start to see this curl down, you take your profit. All right, as a trader, as I think, if I see this RSI just dropping straight down, this is 1 day right here, plummeting. I take, and look at this. This is volume too, by the way. I take my profits. This point, I know this thing's dropping hard. I'm gonna take all my profits. It's not worth it to me. You're looking at, it got up to I think like 2.6 or something like that. So you got in right here at below a penny. Looks like just off the bat, you're in a little over a half a penny, and you go up to two and a half. I mean, 5x right there. Take your profits. Go elsewhere. There's always another runner. So what you want to do is you want to go as it comes down here. All right, just wait for the consolidation. It's going to have a little fake bump right here, and then it's going to ride out and look for that crossing again. Oh, crossing hits. Boom. You hit your entry point again, making money. The biggest thing is to preach patience. It's a hard thing for all of us. It really is. And it's something even I continue to strive on. Okay. I need to continue to do it. Um, all right, so that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to get into some other videos as well. Since this is my first video, it did run a little longer than I wanted to. I try to be as in-depth and quick as possible, but I don't want to try and rush over anything for you all. If there's something you all want to learn, drop it in the box below. Uh, Please subscribe. I'm brand new to the YouTube and Twitter, jumped up about 300 followers in the last 2 weeks, which is fantastic. Thank you all so much. Looking forward to doing what I can to help the OTC community. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. And that's it from Mr. Realistic. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.